Hey everyone, I'm Steve McDonald. I'm president of the Practical Social Media University, and I am so glad that you are here in this class today because we're going to accomplish some pretty phenomenal things, starting with getting 10 all new one-on-one lead conversations automatically coming to you every single day. We're going to talk about new Facebook conversation features that I guarantee you have never heard of before and never seen applied to your business in the way that we're going to talk about it. And it's going to be easy to do. You could start from scratch, all of that. Let me do this. Let me go over to the chat here and let me welcome you. I see a whole bunch of you streaming in here. Jody, hello. Nicola, Laura, hey, how are you doing? Tanya, I'm glad that you're here too. Patricia, Jason, let me scan down here. Lori, fantastic guys. Here's what I want to do. I've had technical problems before. I just want to make sure everybody can hear. So go over to the chat and just say, yeah, I can hear you. No problem, Steve. Fantastic. Because in just a second here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the specific examples of how those automatic one-on-one conversations get started. And they're going to come to you. It changes the dynamic entirely. Instead of you reaching out and trying to create relationships, right? These people are going to come to you. And they're going to come to you with trust and credibility in you right from the start, which means you're going to be able to bypass the whole get-to-know process. Think about how long building the relationship with new leads can take. All right, so pretty phenomenal stuff. And I got very specific examples to show you exactly how all this is done. All right, let me just see and make sure that I can hear everybody. All right, Cindy, I can hear you. Cass, I can hear you. Fantastic. Rochelle, yes, I can hear you. Tara, I can hear you. Sarah, Sherry, Eliana, fantastic guys. Let's do this. I'm going to start in, and I'm going to start with bye-bye Facebook friend request, okay? Because we're going to show you how to get all these leads coming to you without ever having to send a friend request and wait on that, okay? Pretty big stuff. So here's my promise. It's all newbie friendly. You can start from scratch. You've got no leads. You've got no lists. You've got no following. Hey, no problem, all right? Awkward situations go away because remember, these people are coming to you with trust and credibility, right? So you're not having to figure out how to strike up a conversation, make a relationship work. The right leads coming to you automatically in one-on-one conversations. Plus, how to get 6+ all new Facebook friends every day from a previously stone-cold audience. So as soon as I say bye-bye Facebook friend requests, I'm also going to show you, though, how you can use that to automatically get friend requests coming to you. Okay? And so we're going to just load you up with tons of ways that you're going to have new leads coming to you every single day. All right? One of the biggest problems that I talk to people in the university all throughout the direct sales industry is that I don't have enough people to talk to. That problem, I guarantee you, will go away after today. Now, did you know that it takes 7 touch points to close a lead? So as soon as we have these new leads coming to you, flowing into your business, we have to talk about having a dedicated plan, right? What do we do with these leads? So I'm going to show you how to keep your leads engaged and looking forward to your next conversation. How many of you have had an initial great, even really good conversation, and all of a sudden those leads just disappear? Right? Let's take care of that problem. Plus, my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want. Isn't that the coup de grace, right? When they can share what they want, then you know how to fulfill their needs. The 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead: how to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again. Right? So we've got everything from lead generation, people coming to you, to how you follow up and have them just looking forward to the next interaction. So let's dive in. These automatic one-on-one conversations, no friend requests, bye-bye friend requests, okay? So everything that I'm going to teach you here is how to get one-on-one conversations inside of Facebook Messenger. Why? Well, There's 1.3 billion active users on Facebook Messenger, right? And so all your leads are on Facebook Messenger, and it's not like emails where we just sift through our emails trying to figure out which ones we can delete, right? It's a completely different environment, and our phones, they ding, screen notifications come up. We get Facebook Messenger messages. In fact, we open up at a rate of about 85 to 90%. We see all of our Facebook messages. That blows any other messaging platform away. Plus, Facebook has enabled chatbots to create messages and conversations automatically inside of Facebook Messenger. Now, what's a chatbot? It's just a technology, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to get overwhelmed or anything. You just use the technology to make a new automatic conversation happen and flow seamlessly, okay? This is when I talk about these new features. I'm going to be talking about chatbots and how to use them in a way you've never heard of before. And just to underscore the importance of this, did you know the top 4 messaging apps, and Facebook's right at the top, have now more active monthly users than the top 4 social networks combined? So if you don't have a Facebook Messenger chatbot strategy in your business in the way that we're talking about right here in just a minute, then you're missing a massive opportunity, okay? So here it is. Here's the first example. I'm going to show you a bunch, by the way. This is from a woman, and she's a member of the university, a direct seller, Mary Van Dorn. She's a diabetic woman. She reaches out to other diabetic women online. Then there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands. You do things online, the numbers are huge. This is a simple post on Mary's Facebook page. Wishful Thinking Wednesday. If you could choose one food and make it completely carb and calorie free, what food would you choose? Let's dream together, and I'll send you the link to my diabetic friendly crockpot cookbook. Okay, so right away, there's some things going on here. She's inviting people to comment below. Do you see the 118 comments there? You've seen these posts all over Facebook, right? Where people are asking questions and getting comments down below. Well, it's easier to get comments if you're somebody like the group you're reaching out to, diabetic women, and in front of other diabetic women, right? I'm going to show you examples of how you're going to define a niche market for yourself. That's a key part of them looking and trusting at you and saying, hey, you get my crazy life, okay? So she just asked a simple question, right? Look at people are putting chocolate, crusty Italian bread, blackberry cobbler, cake down below. 118 comments. And I'm going to show you how she got that many, because you're going to say, oh, she's got that magic pixie dust, right? We see all kinds of people that do that. She's got no magic pixie dust, all right? So when people comment now through a Facebook chatbot, they comment on your Facebook page's post, you can automatically send them a message directly into Facebook Messenger, where we open up messages, remember, 85, 90% of the time, all right? Hey, first name, because Facebook knows your first name, so it gets personalized. Wouldn't it be nice if you could pick and choose which carbs have, which foods have carbs on which days? I know it's hard to please the carb lovers in our lives while keeping our numbers in check. So here's the link to get my free diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. Thanks for dreaming with me. Now, on your Facebook page's post, when people comment, and you're going to set it up, it's very easy to do this. You can see it's all just kind of, put, the message right in place, save. You're going to send messages into people's Facebook Messenger inbox. When they open those up, 85 to 90% of the time they do, right, and interact with them in any way, they become a subscriber of your Facebook page. That's like a Facebook friend request from your personal profile. You can message one-on-one with them till the cows come home, anytime that you want. And when's the best time to initiate a one-on-one conversation? Well, when they're interacting with you. And because this chatbot is automated, any time of day or night, whether you're on Facebook or not, that somebody's interacting with your post and they're commenting down below, you're initiating a conversation automatically by sending this message into their Facebook Messenger inbox. And then they open it up and they interact with it. Then you manually carry the conversation on from there. Pretty good stuff, right? Now remember I said Mary has no magic pixie dust. Here's what she did have. She had $25. She put a $25 boost out to show to other diabetic women online that post. And she got 71 subscribers. That's people out of the 118 that she sent the message, opened it up and interacted with it. And this happened in one day. That's 35 cents a subscriber. In one day, she got 71 all new one-on-one lead conversations with people that already have trust in her because they look at her, hey, you're another diabetic woman just like us. This is amazing. Let me show you another example, completely different. This is Monica. She lives a bit rurally, so she reaches out to she calls her country girl sisterhood. She actually lives on a farm, okay? She got 61 all-new one-on-one lead conversations started in one weekend for 22 cents each, all from a single Facebook post off of her page. This is the post. Play along with us and type a smell in the comments. Please like my page. Now look at this. Name a smell that us country girls like but other people would think stinks. Okay? Look at this. This is the bottom of that post. Do you see the 433 comments there? That's 433 one-on-one conversation opportunities that she has because she's automatically sending a message to their Facebook Messenger inbox. 203 reactions, 96 shares. People are putting WD-40, fresh hay down below. It went on to be like cow poo. All kinds of good barn, farm animal kind of, smells, right? Now, here's what she did. She put 3 $15 boosts on it. That first weekend, she did one $15 boost. And in 2 days, she got 61 new subscribers. That's the 22 cents each. And she went on to say, I asked her, is this easy to do? And she said, it was super easy to set up. I just actually had Steve's video from the Social Media University running as I was setting it up. I just paused the video and did each step. So this is not hard stuff to do, okay? Let me show you another example. Raquel. She is a mom of an autistic child. She reaches out to other women, moms of autistic children, and she had a post just like that, and she put this into my Facebook group, and she said, I got 21 new subscribers yesterday just from posting a question about coping skills. She had them comment below a GIF that was just, what is it like to cope with your autistic child? Pick a GIF, comment down below. She spent $4.84. She turned it off because she said it was working so well. $4.84 to get 21 new subscribers, and that happened in about 2.5 hours. She said, I paused it after an hour because they were coming in faster than I expected. Yes, before I had crickets on my page. She had 1,600 likes, and she said, I never get any good engagement, right? Been there, done that. We've all been there before, right? Now you're reaching out to people who are like you, and you're boosting these posts out. So you're getting interaction because you have something relevant, something funny for that particular audience who's just like you. That's why you're getting that kind of interaction. Okay, remember I said eliminate the get-to-know process with cold leads? When you boost these posts out, you're not boosting it out to a warm market. You're boosting it out to other, diabetic women you've never met before, other country girl sisterhood people you've never met before, or other moms of autistic children you've never met before. The opportunity to reach out to a customer avatar, a niche that's just like you, is unlimited. We've never worked with anybody in the university that we haven't been able to find a really great niche based on them and their lives and what they're doing. So trust and credibility is built in from the start from a simple Facebook post on your page. Now look at this. This is somebody in our group too, Melissa. And she said, I created my first post and boosted it and also attached my message bot. I'm excited. I said, did you do all that this morning? She said, yes. It's super easy. So do me a favor. Go over to the chat and put it in. Does this sound easy enough to do? Yes. Just put your comments in there, right? Because all of this is coming from a simple post on your Facebook page. And if you don't have a Facebook page, it's super easy to create one. Facebook makes that whole process easy, right? So this is literally just posting on a page to people who are like you with something funny, something interesting, questions to get them engaged. You've seen 3 examples. We've got millions of them, okay? So go over here and post, all right? Now, let me come over here because I want to see. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Danny, yes. Simone, yep. Lisa, yes. Kristen, yep. Ileana, yes. Nicola, yes. Trevor, yes. Julie, I'm excited about this. I hope you are. Tracy, I've heard of this before. So you have heard of it. Okay, well, let's keep going because I've got a lot more. Remember when we talked about how to get 6+ all new Facebook friends every day from a previously stone cold audience? Let's talk about how we do that. So now, instead of bye-bye Facebook friend requests, let's get some friend requests. 6 a day, all right? Automatically coming to you. So here's another direct seller, Liz, right? And she reaches out to other natural Christian crunchy mamas, okay? So she's a Christian mom that lives naturally, gets rid of the toxins in her house, and, you know, has, I think, an essential oil business, right? So this is her Facebook page. She said, hey, we might. 87 likes so far this week. Thanks for checking in. I started talking to her about doing some other things in the university, and she was like all excited because she got 87 likes this week. And then she said 104 likes this week. This was now, fast forward another week in the conversation I'm having with her over Facebook Messenger. So why is she getting all these likes, and why is that important? Well, here's what she's doing. Over 60%, every time she gets a like, to the tune of about 10 a day, she's sending them a friend request. So she did a Facebook like campaign, low cost likes, and in the university we teach you how to get likes in under 30 cents each, okay? So she's getting all these likes on her Facebook page from people that are other crunchy, natural Christian moms just like her, that whole trust and credibility thing, right, built in, and to up to about 10 of them a day, she is sending a friend request. Now, they're already people that she hand-selected. They already have engaged with her once. They liked her page. So over 60% are actually accepting her friend requests. That's how you're getting 6+ friends a day. So why is it so much easier to create and carry on conversations with these leads? Because they're just like you, and they're coming to you, and they're already engaging twice. You handpicked them, stone cold audience, right? But they liked your message on that like campaign. We teach exactly how to say that and what to do. And they're liking your page. Interaction number 1, engagement number 1. And then you send them a friend request, they accept it. That's engagement number 2. Okay, so these people have engaged with you 2 times over from an audience of people who you hand selected. So here it all is. Like ad campaign, leads coming to you, you send friend requests, about 60% are accepting it, you delete the unaccepted friend requests. Facebook doesn't like to see a bunch of friend requests hanging out there if they don't get accepted. They're now in all new one-on-one conversations with you because they're a Facebook friend. So you could message them back and forth anytime that you want. Our definition of a good lead is one that comes to you and that you have one-on-one communication with. You're not still trying to figure out how you're really going to have a conversation with them. You eliminate the get to know. You can also create a list off your personal profile of these friends, and then you can segment your whole news feed on Facebook for just that list. It's a great follow-up strategy to be commenting on what they're doing and what they're putting up on Facebook. So it's easier conversations, trust and credibility built in, better conversations, better conversions. Okay? Wow. So my promise, right? Bye-bye friend requests, and how you get friend requests coming in. How you use chatbots on your Facebook page. How you use like campaigns to get people engaging with you 2 times over, getting into automatic one-on-one conversations. And nothing that I've said here, right, isn't something you can't do right now. We have people literally that started from scratch, put together a brand new Facebook page, brand new niche audience. We're talking about reaching out to a cold audience. What you're doing is you're recreating a never-ending warm audience this way. Because there's a never-ending supply of people who are just like you out on Facebook. I guarantee you. So do this. Go over to the chat, okay? How many leads do you think you're going to get this next week? 50, 65, 75, 100, right? Just in what we've shown you here, there is a huge opportunity for you to be a lead machine and never, ever worry again about, do I have enough people to talk to? All right? That should be a thing of the past. And not only enough people to talk to, but people who are just like you, who came to you. That dynamic change, right, with trust and credibility, and you skip the whole relationship process. So you are into your follow-up, and you are converting people at a much higher, faster rate. All right? So let me go over here. Let me see what you're saying, okay? Becky, 75. Fantastic. Jeremy, 65. Ooh. Susanna, Christine, Mary, 100. Go for it, ladies. Let me see. Yolanda, 200. Hey, you know what? I love it when you push your goals up there. Fantastic. Kylie, I'd be happy with 50. Nothing wrong with 50 new leads this week, right? Coming to you. Molly, 80. Angie, 65. Vanessa, 75. B, 300. Wow. Brittany, 100. Dream big or go home. Well, I want you to be dreaming big, but I want you to be dreaming big in a realistic way. Tyria, I'm with Yolanda at 200. You gotta reach for the stars. Okay, let's keep going. We got a lot more to talk about, right? Because you've got to put together a plan. This just doesn't happen from scratch, okay? So there's a plan that's based on Marketing 101 principles. Go to any business library, any library, get a business book, and we're going to talk about the principles that you need to put into place for your business. And this comes after we've worked for over 10 years with 8,500 different direct sellers. All right, so we know the industry, we know how to use this new chatbot messenger marketing opportunity and put it all together in a plan for you. Okay, to have auto one-on-one conversations with highly targeted leads that were from a stone cold audience. Remember that. Low cost Facebook ads or boosted posts, leads coming to you, no get to know process, and an easy follow-up plan. All right, sounds pretty good, right? Now there's a plan that there's 4 must-have action steps. Okay, that's the secret sauce here to making all this really work. All right, so here's step number 1, action step number 1. Write this down. Focus. You've got to have a focus of who you're talking to. All right, Mary, she gets over 300 leads a month, not because she's trying to be everything to everybody, but because she said, I'm a diabetic woman and I'm going to reach out to other diabetic women online. All right, that's her customer avatar. Now, don't just believe me. Here's Inc. magazine. How to narrow your target market. Companies that try to be all things to all customers are sure to fail. Here's Entrepreneur. Why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. A deep understanding of their customers and their customers' needs and the ability to stay engaged with those customers. You can't possibly understand how to meet their needs. And that's the definition of building a relationship, is understanding the value you're going to provide. You provide no value, there's no reason for them to even listen to you. Go to even in the next conversation. Here's Wikipedia. If you go to Wikipedia, go to Google, type in Wikipedia target market. A well-defined target market is the first element to a marketing strategy. Okay, so we've got to figure that out for you and your business. Now, here's a woman, and she is a music teacher and reaches out to other music teachers online. Her name's Amanda, and this is a Facebook Messenger conversation she's having with a woman, Shauna, who just joined her team. I think the part that really drew me in was that you're a music teacher also. You get my crazy life. That's the dynamic that we want to create that builds that trust and credibility right from the start. Now, Amanda went on to say in a Facebook Messenger conversation with me, it used to be a long and arduous process and I felt gross and salesy and like I was scraping to get by. Now I have customers coming to me every month, new recruits joining my team, and a community of super like-minded ladies who get me. That's what we want for you and your business. Now, this was from this past summer. And of all the annual conferences that were happening all throughout the direct sales industry, corporate at one of them put this up, a big lit sign, a billboard said, define who you are and who you want to serve, right? It's a must in your business. Action step number 1. And you're going to reach out when you do this. You might think, that's kind of limiting. I'm only going to talk to diabetic women. I'm only going to talk to music teachers because I'm a music teacher. Well, when you do it online, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them. This is a never-ending cold market that you're going to turn into a constant flow of leads coming in as a warm market. Our warm markets always dry up. Right? It is the number 1 issue when people say, I don't have enough people to talk to because they've exhausted their warm market, right? Okay. Now, Erica, she said, I officially have 1,002 likes on my biz page, and I have this training to thank for pushing me to find my niche. This is the thing that was holding me back. So let's go to action step number 2. This is all about scale, all right? I want you to do things less and less and less manually, one-on-one. Okay? I want you to get automation. I want you to get efficiency. I want you to get scale in your business. Now, here's what I mean. 433 comments. Is that not getting scale in your business? 3 $15 boosts on her posts. Here's Raquel, $4.84, and she got 21 new subscribers. Mary, 71 new subscribers, one-on-one conversations from $25 post in one day. Well, why? This is right out of the ad manager inside of Facebook. And we train you on this if you don't know this. And don't worry about it. Please don't have anything put you on overwhelm, okay? But you see where it says reach? 30,000? That $25 boost got her in front of 30,000 people. This is, as much as it's a relationship game, it's a numbers game. We have to have a funnel that comes like this with people, and it gets smaller and smaller. 30,000 people, right? And then who's going to reach and who's going to engage on the ad, who's going to become a subscriber, who you're going to have one-on-one conversations with, do the follow-up process, become a customer and a team member, right? We've got to get scale going in your business. Now, scale is more than reach. Remember, I just said efficiency and automation. So I'm going to announce to you here a brand new tool that you've never heard of before that I created based on the need that I saw in the marketplace, right? Now, here's this need, right? You're getting all these new leads coming to you, right? 21, 71, 433. Her, actually, it went up over 500, by the way. But what if you could have all of those leads not only automatically coming to you, but automatically in a lead tracker created for a contact created in an online lead tracker that you could take on your phone, you could use on your computer, and then track all the interaction and engagements and activity from that point forward. Well, introducing Lead Closer. Okay, it is an online lead tracker made specifically for the direct sales industry. And the Facebook automation part, remember I said scale is about scale, efficiency, and automation. We automatically capture Facebook interactions in real time from pages and ads, creating new contacts inside of Lead Closer. And then we do real-time lead scoring. So we take all those automatic conversations that are happening, turning them into contacts, and then bring in all the subsequent interactions after that, right? But we also, you put in manual conversations you've had, maybe on the phone, text messaging, you met somebody in person. So you put all the social media and offline activity into Lead Closer, and we create what we call a SMART score, because every activity has a point value. And here's the thing. The more engaged somebody is with you, the higher quality the lead. So anytime that you see a lead inside of Lead Closer, it's listed in priority order by their SMART score. So you see Sybil here has 110, and then Vicky has 95, and Nikhil has 89. So we show you priorities automatically. We automatically bring contacts in. You automatically, right now you're probably on paper and pen or spreadsheets, you're automatically putting things into some kind of a lead tracking system. Take that same exact time, put it into Lead Closer, and then we're going to score each of those individual activities, give you SMART scores, and then we're going to allow you to do things like search too. So here's an example. Jenna commented on one of my ads that I had for my business. Okay, and I show here, this is the profile inside of Lead Closer that got automatically created. And it shows me here that it's for Jenna. And 1 day ago was my last activity with her. 13 hours ago was last activity coming in automatically from her. And her SMART score is 127. I changed her lead status to hot because I know things, nuances about, maybe she said she was interested in buying a product or joining my team or something like that. I can put in products. I load them up once, and then I could assign them so I know who my customers are. I can set tags. I can categorize these people. She's a Facebook friend. You can see right there. I can create stages. Remember those 7 touch points that I talked about to close a sale? Well, you go through stages in order to get there. So one stage is I shared pricing with Jenna. So I tagged her, I assigned her a stage, shared pricing. And then I've got all kinds of information about her, right? So I can click in and I can see all the activities that have been happening. I can put notes about and other nuances that I want to remember. In fact, if I click in on activity, all the way down the page, just flowing down the page, is all the activity. So here's one where I replied to a comment that she made on a post on my Facebook page titled Tomorrow's Facebook Live Training. She said, we'll be there with pen and paper. And I replied, did you think this was good? A day afterwards. So it's pretty amazing all of this comes in automatically because anything that happens on the Facebook page, on the posts and the interaction and the ads, just automatically flows into Lead Closer. And then when all that activity is coming in, you're putting in your activity from the phone calls and in-person meetings and things like that. You've got to mark that activity down anyway somewhere, right? And then you can tag and search. You can do search for product. You can search for certain stages. I can search for my hot leads. I can search for just prospects, just customers. I can search amongst my ads. I can search just say, you know what? I want to search for everybody who's commented on one of my Facebook pages posts in the last week. It's a smart search capability. You have nothing like that if you're on notebooks, pen and paper, or even if you're trying to use a spreadsheet. This is going to allow you to see very crystal clear priorities of who your most important leads are. Now, we also send you notifications. So here's Lori. She's in one of my groups. She said, thanks, Lead Closer, for the notification this morning. She got notified over Facebook from Lead Closer. Hello, Lori. You've not interacted with your hot lead, Amy Rust, in over 14 days. We remind you when you're not following up with the kind of people you've marked. You said, I think she's a hot lead. Well, we're going to say, okay, you haven't followed up with her a little bit. We're going to give you a little bit of a nudge. You can even schedule, and we're going to send you an email. You can schedule follow-ups with any lead, and between 4 and 5 in the morning, you're going to get an email that says, here's your scheduled follow-ups for the day. So here's just what some people are saying, and I've got a bunch more training. I just really excited about this because this is something that nobody's ever done before in the direct sales industry. And so Sybil, this is her name, blew me away what Lead Closer does automatically. I don't think there's any other program out there that does all this. Woohoo, Lead Closer is a game changer. 48 hours into Lead Closer, this is Mary, and I already got my first sale. Mary Van Dorn, the diabetic woman. Lead Closer is the home base now for my business. Lead Closer is a great one-on-one or one-stop tool for tracking contacts and automatically making recommendations. My top priority leads and where to spend my time. I love it. So you can get a free trial, 14 days, leadcloser.com. All right. So just go to leadcloser.com and you can sign up for the free trial and you're off and running. All right. Now, before I go, what I want to do, I want to hear, right? What are you thinking about Lead Closer? Go over to the chat, put it in. I want to hear it because we worked really long and hard. We took a year putting this together, right? So that you can automatically get leads flowing in. You can easily put in your own leads. You've got to keep track of your own leads somehow anyways. And we merge all that together to create priorities with smart scores. We give the ability to search depending on what's going on in your business at the time. Let's just say you started a group or an event, right? And you say, well, I want all my hot leads that joined the group, or everybody that joined the group in the last week, right? I mean, it's just unlimited the number of things that you could do to make sure that when you're sitting down in your limited follow-up time, you know exactly what your priorities are. They're crystal clear. We've got all kinds of people in Lead Closer that are saying, you know what? I would spend so much time just sitting down and getting organized on who I wanted to follow up with, going through sheets of paper, trying to remember over and over again the conversations because I didn't write down everything. And, you know, it was just, it was chaotic, but it was the best, and I've been getting along with it, but it's the best I knew how to do. And this is amazing because I sit down and I know exactly what to do at a glance. Let me go over here, all right? Let's see. Stacy, this is unbelievable. Thank you, Stacy. Teresa, I can do this right now? Yes. Go to leadcloser.com. You could sign up right now. Don, Lead Closer creates contacts and tracks them over time? Yes. So they flow in, and actually we'll bring them in and we'll go back 3 months in history and actually show you all the interactions on your Facebook page, the posts and ads, or ads or boosted posts and things like that you do. Absolutely. Narelle, OMG, Moxie, I'm totally blown away. Thank you, Moxie. Lita, I want this now. Leadcloser.com. Amy, this is going to save so much time. It really will. It is unbelievable how much time this is going to save you. Jill, I've needed something like this for, can I say, forever, it seems? Well, thank you. Stella, this is too good to be true. It's not. This is all, Facebook has opened the floodgates on the things through chatbots you can automatically do, and then app developers, which I am, can do to bring even more automation to your business through Facebook. So it's not too good to be true. It's true. It's happening. Can I tell my team about this, says Christy? Absolutely. Anybody who wants to can go and just get a free trial. All right, let's move on here, because there's 2 more action steps that you have to have for you and your business, okay? The third one here is, in order to start the conversation, you need the right message. So we gave you some examples over here, but I want to talk to you about something that Harvard Business School calls the new science of customer emotions. We've all heard about emotional selling before, right? You got to appeal to people's emotion. Human beings, you could be the most driver type A personality. You make decisions based on what betters your lives and the lives of those that you love and care around you. So they went on, the Harvard said, most companies fail to align themselves with the emotions that drive their customers' most profitable behaviors. Well, what are your most profitable behaviors, right? Well, getting new customers and team members, right? So what are those triggers? We need to understand that. Here's Nielsen, the TV ratings people, also a very respected worldwide research company. We're ruled by our emotions, and so are the ads we watch. It's no secret that emotions are central to advertising. They're at the heart of the relationship we have with brands. They drive our non-conscious decisions and play a major role in our conscious decisions too. Now here's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We've all heard about this in school or somewhere, right? Every basic human need is on this pyramid. Every single one is based in emotion, except for the bottom one, physiological needs. Safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Your brand, to your customer avatar, your niche market that you're going to define, lives on this pyramid in one of those upper levels. We need to define what that is for you. Let me give you an example. I'm going to carry a lot that Mary's doing, just so we kind of take one example and kind of carry it all the way through. So she does a boosted post out to get people into her groups. She has free groups, and she has groups that people have to actually buy product to get into as well. And I asked her, I said, Mary, what's your unmet emotional need for your niche? And she said, well, even my own family doesn't understand. She said, I'm diabetic, my husband isn't, my kids are. They don't wake up every day understanding what it's like to be a diabetic woman, right? What am I going to wear? How much weight did I gain or not? What are my numbers? What kind of food am I going to prepare that's good for me, that my family's going to want to, and I don't have a lot of time to make things from scratch? She goes, you can't understand what it's like to look through the lens, the goggles of a diabetic woman unless you're there. Even the people that are closest to you. But my tribe, they understand that. So this is the top of a boosted post that actually she goes out to a stone cold audience to get people to buy a product to get into a group. She calls her challenge group. Hey, sugar mamas, let's talk. The reality of diabetes is it's overwhelming having to manage our blood sugars while handling day-to-day responsibilities, taking care of our families and working every day. The people closest to us don't often understand what we go through to manage our numbers and our A1Cs. Now, do you see how, by what you say, she's boosting it out to the right people, other diabetic women, and then she's proving she gets it. She's proving she's an insider. Okay, here's another example. This is Linda, a woman that's a daycare provider, reaches out to other daycare providers. Look at the reactions, the 780 reactions, 96 comments, 232 shares. Let me open this up here. Here's to you, daycare providers, to you who kisses boo-boos and wipes tears, who cleans butts with flair and catches puke with class, who gives comfort to scared little hearts and drinks pretend tea when it's given to you, who wipes noses a million times in one day and reads the same story over and over again, who takes criticism but keeps smiling even though you're hurt, and works long hours even though you're tired. Here's to you, daycare providers, who give of yourselves every day and understands that you're here to love, provide, and protect. You couldn't possibly have written a post like that, so emotionally charged, showing so much how you get it, you're an insider, right? Tied into all the emotions that are perfect for that niche, if you're trying to be everything to everybody. Now, let me flip this around, right? Insider knowledge, emotional triggers, huge engagement. That's part of how you get those big engagement numbers. Now, here's another one. This is kind of a funny one she did. Look at all the interactions again. Has your daycare ever felt like a war zone? Mine has. This is daycare. I'm sure if you're a daycare provider, look at that kid with a sword and everything, it feels like a war zone, right? That's why she's getting this kind of interaction. You know, lift your shoulders up high, right? You know your niche. You are in the middle of it with them. All right, here is the fourth must-have action step. You have to have a website for your business, okay? You have to have a place that you control. And I'm not talking about a replicated site where the only difference between anybody else in your business is the contact information in your name, okay? Well, we're talking, and it's all about product, right? We're talking about a website that's specific to you and your business and shows that you are there to serve your customer niche, okay? So here's the top of Mary's. And we have a website service. It's called Website Plus, okay? Sometimes they're called blogs, right? But this is Mary's. And our service allows you to put a full website up with over 30 pages of content on it already. And we actually add content every week. We write a post about personal development, motivation, inspiration that is perfect for anyone, right? We're all reading our personal development books and things like that. Those are great to share tips and tidbits with everybody who we're trying to bring into the business as well as a customer or team member. So anyways, we create all this. It's got if you used any other service, you're looking at a blank screen and you're starting from scratch. So let me just go down the home page here. Sugar Mama Strong, how to be Sugar Mama Strong. You know, we're in this together, kind of like an about section on the home page. Healthy and simple recipes for her diabetic audience. Testimonials, her blog posts, her latest news, right? Home base online, you have to have that. That builds that trust and credibility that you're legitimate. Refer all leads into your website, right? Because here's what's going to happen. Not only you're going to be able to show them that you serve in a much greater way because you've got a whole website that's dedicated to your niche audience. Your trust and credibility goes way up. That's one reason why you want to have it. Second one is that you're going to have tough questions. You're going to have those roadblock questions, right? Well, because, but when you're reaching out to a certain target audience, probably count on your hand up to 5 that are the key roadblocks and questions, right, that you're going to get. Answer them really well once and put them up on your blog. All right. Have all your offers up onto your blog, right? Have your blog posts. Mary said she does one blog post every other week. I've got another gentleman, he's a police officer, reaches out to other police officers. He said, I don't write blog posts anymore on my site. Why? And blog posts and websites, the same thing. He said, because I've got enough there, right, that it looks legitimate. And he says, you know, so I just use it now. It takes me 0 time. And Mary said it takes me about 20 minutes to write a blog post because I'm in the middle of the niche, right? So you start out with all those pages. You control everything. There's nothing in here you need any technical background for. You look the part of a real business to your niche and your avatar. All the tools you need. We actually have developer rights to tools like putting, on a page where you have people land from an offer you're creating for them to join a group or do something, download something, right? You have to have a form there to put their contact information. We have the best form creator in the industry that's free to you to use, all right? So this is the plan, okay? The 4 must-have action steps. We've created some pretty significant tools with Lead Closer at leadcloser.com and our website service, okay? So everything that we've talked about here, the plan, the strategy, the new technology, chatbot tools, features from Facebook, how to track leads automatically, bring them in, right? Work with them inside a Lead Closer, refer people over to your website. This is the plan. These are legitimate things. If you are going to be an online marketer, you're a social media marketer, these are the fundamentals that you need to have in place. This is not theory, okay? So here's what I want you to do. Does this plan make sense? All right, go over to the chat. Let me know. Answer. Does this make sense? Because every single thing that we've recommended here should be completely intuitive in your mind, right? From going to Google and typing in Wikipedia target market is the first element of a marketing strategy, right? So picking an audience that's hundreds of thousands online that you have trust and credibility with because they see you as an insider, to having a legitimate system to track and follow up with your leads, having websites, having easy conversation starting tools with chatbots from Facebook Messenger, getting 6+ Facebook friends in a day. We show you how to do like campaigns for 30 cents a like. So this is the plan, all right? And remember I showed you we've worked with 8,500 direct sellers? This is a plan that has been enacted time and time and time again. Okay, so let me go over here. All right, and look, Kate, awesome, fantastic. Rebecca, complete sense. I hope so. Tiffany, great job. Allison, it's opened eyes. I hope it has. Look at my eyes. Kari, yes. Brandy, sounds great. Yolanda, keep going. I plan. There's plenty more coming up, believe me. Julie, understanding so much more than I thought. Kim, this is great. Thank you. Melanie, mind-blowing. Amanda, yes. All right, guys, I love all of this. All right, let me keep going here, okay? Because coming up, remember that whole follow-up plan? Now you've got leads coming in, no matter what system you use. If you use LeadCloser, you want to take advantage of that free trial at leadcloser.com, fantastic. I want you to do that, okay? But I still have to go through my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want with you. The 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead, and how to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again. So that's coming up. But I want to show you an opportunity of how you can build a wildly successful team online by joining the university, okay? We have a set of fast track steps in the university. You sign up for the university and you go to step 1. And it's all there available online for you to do at your own time, but myself and my team are there to help and support you every step of the way. But we say, do this step 1 before you go to step 2. And then you go step 2 to step 3. So we show you exactly what to do. There's no question about what you need to do. And we're going to give you some bonuses to join the university. There's bonuses like a swipe and use profile. Okay, so when you're online and you're doing social media marketing, you are 1 click away from somebody to click to your profile to learn more about you. This is the secrets to what your niche wants and what you need to include in a perfect profile. So what you put in a profile and what they really want to see in a profile to check you out are 2 different things, I guarantee you. This is a swipe and use, copy and use file that you could use. Now, these boosted posts and things, and I told you Mary does posts to get people into her groups and to get people to buy product, and then she puts them into a group and they use the product together in a challenge. And we have an ad template for you to use whatever the call to action is that you want. It's a 7-part ad template. I showed you the very top where we're talking about even my family doesn't understand, right? You're going to get the entire ad template. Also, Amanda, she was the woman, the music teacher, right, that reached out to other music teachers. She has a 6-stage closing script process. She closes 1 out of 3 new leads. 1 out of 3. And in the 2nd stage, she has a list, I think, 12 different questions that you ask your leads so that when they answer it, they start closing themselves. Absolutely phenomenal. You'll get that as a bonus for joining the university. And then Facebook, huge, right? So we've got a whole boot camp on it. Advanced Facebook targeting strategies, Facebook Live secrets and content engagement strategies, expert Facebook Messenger marketing strategies, secrets to increasing your Facebook ad performance, boot camp finale, expert Facebook group strategies. You get the whole boot camp for free when you join the university. Angela says, woo, the boot camps are amazing. Pamela said, thank you, Steve, for all you do to help us. The boot camp webinars are worth far more than I expected to pay. Now, we also have a private group for direct sellers only. So you get in there. My team's in there. I'm in there every day. Okay, and we're answering questions. You're seeing questions that other people have that you didn't even think of, and you're like, oh, that's a good question. What's the answer there? Right? People are putting in when they have successes. People are putting in when they launch something and it didn't work, and we dissect and we see, and you get to see in front why it didn't work and what we're recommending to them. It's a phenomenal learning opportunity. Now, here's the big one. This is the biggest bonus of all. I'm the president of the university, right? Work with over 8,500 direct sellers. I will individually review your work as you go through the fast track steps, and I will make individual recommendations on what you're doing. So if you want to get a faster start to your social media marketing success and bringing all these leads in and make sure you're doing the right things, I'll personally look at it. I guarantee you I will. Plus, if you, within 15 minutes of getting off the class, okay, we're going to give you another fast action bonus. How to discover your perfect customer, a step-by-step avatar guide, okay, worth $550. Now, there's 2 wildly successful ways to get into the university. The Kickstart Pack and the Crush It Pack. Now, the Kickstart Pack, you get 1 free month of the university. It's $26.99 a month thereafter, and you can cancel at any time. Access into the private Facebook group I was just talking about. And we're going to give you the Social Media Prospecting Made Easy series, where we go on all the top social networks and show you how you prospect. And man, if you're prospecting with a niche market, it is so much easier. All of that, over $1,100 value, we're going to give you the Kickstart Pack for $47. Okay? And we have these dollars listed in other currencies when you go to sign up, so you can see. So tell me what you're thinking. Go over to the chat over here, okay? Let me know. We just talked about this whole plan, nothing based in theory, right? All the tools, all the strategies that you need to put in place, and now a Kickstart Pack that gets you into the university, gets you into the private group, gets you that prospecting series, all for $47. Okay? We have tried to make this extremely affordable to help you get started into a whole new trajectory for your business. All right, so let me go over here and see what you're saying. Let's see. Gloria, I can't tell you how much I've spent on other trainings. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. You could spend thousands of dollars on other trainings, not get any personalized attention and support, right? Not get anything that we're talking about here. Fantastic. Aikya? That's worth it right there. Absolutely. Hope I didn't mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. Allison, I love Steve's energy. Thank you. I'm very passionate about this, as you can tell. Chelsea, I thought it was going to be a lot more. Absolutely. We're trying to make this extremely affordable. Renee, yes, I'm going to get involved. Fantastic. Molly, yes. Let me see. Pauline, it looks great. Okay, guys, so let's do this. I'm going to keep going here because there's a second way that you can get involved. It's called the Crush It Pack. It has everything that the Kickstart Pack has in it, plus everything you see in blue. So you get 1 free month of the blogging service or that Website Plus service, okay? And then you get Facebook Never Ending Leads Bootcamp. You get the personal support and recommendations from me. You get the 6-stage closing scripts and interview questions, the 7-part Facebook ad template, and the Swipe and Use Perfect profile. And if you sign up within 15 minutes, you get the customer avatar guide as well. Now, over $4,100 in value for $147. So do me a favor, go in again. Tell me, what are you thinking about the Crush It Pack? Is this reasonable? Is this something that you could see doing in your business? Because with all of these bonuses, remember some of the tools that we're talking about, like the website or blogs, the same thing, that website service, you get it with the Crush It Pack. Now, you can also, outside of this, right, you go to leadcloser.com, and for 2 weeks you can try out the entire Lead Closer system and all the automation and contacts coming in and everything that comes with it we showed, all right? So we're trying to put together, for a very reasonable price, everything that you need, okay? So let me go over here and take a look at what you're saying in the chat. Becky, I'm going to crush it. I love it, Becky. Thank you. Let's see over here. Marcos, great deal. Fantastic. I hope so. Colleen, I can do this. Colleen, I know you can do this. Sandra, I'm in. Fantastic. Yolanda, is that a one-time payment? So it's a one-time payment of $147, but then with the blogging service or the Website Plus service, it's $22.49 a month thereafter. You get the first month free, and the 1 free month of the university with the $147, but then after it's $26.99 a month. Okay, good question to ask. I want to make sure that's very, very clear. Gene, what's the catch? There's no catch, Gene. I've been doing this for years, okay? So, my involvement, everything you get here, it is what it seems. It's exactly what we're representing here. Tara, I'm in. Fantastic. Dorothy, my upline is already in and recommended I do this. Fantastic. Nothing to lose. I'm doing this now. Thanks, Steve, said Pam. All right, guys, so here's where you go. To get the Kickstart Pack or the Crush It Pack, go to the link on the screen that you see right there. And I'm going to tell you there is a money-back guarantee, okay? If you get into the university, you kick the tires, and you make an honest effort. That's all that we ask, right? You get in, you do a homework assignment from step number 1, all right? And you share it with us. And if you say, you know what, I've gotten in, this isn't anything like what I thought it was or what you represented, Steve, then we will literally give you 100% of your money back, no questions asked, all right? So there's absolutely no reason not to get involved and try, all right? Now remember, I told you, I'm going to give you my follow-up strategies, my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want, the 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead, and how to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again. So let me go through this, and then I'm going to go into a live Q&A, and we can go back and we can do a lot more of the back and forth. I'm going to go back into the chat and answer a bunch of questions. So go ahead and start putting questions in if you want to. So we've talked a lot about your game plan, right, and the right tools, okay? So there's also tools that you're going to need to create. So remember Liz, the crunchy Christian mama? So let me talk to you about what she does in her business. So one of the things in the essential oils business, I think it's Young Living that she's involved in, that she does is she has oils that help people sleep, right? So she wrote a blog post, has it up on her blog, about sleep. Tool number 1, a reference point to work with when she's following up with leads, right? Now, what's this little sticky note and everything? So when she sends out a sample of this oil and she's on conversation, right? So immediately she can say, hey, I created a whole post about this, exactly what you need to do to get a better night's sleep, because to be a mom and take on getting rid of toxins in the family and using the oils and changing the dynamic that you don't want in your family, you've got to have the energy to do that. So we're going to start with sleep, right? So she sends them out a sample of this, and in the package she puts in a yellow sticky. And she says, put this yellow sticky next to your bedside table with the vial of the essential oil. That says, take this at night. All right? So she's giving them very, very specific directions. And then she said, after you open that up and use it for, I'll let you get that and use it for 3 nights. And then I'm going to follow up with you again. Okay? So she's referenced right now, go to the blog post. Immediate gratification. I'm going to help you get a better night's sleep. I'm going to send you in the mail this sample with some instructions on how to use it, and I'm going to follow up with you after this amount of time. So I've just given you a tremendous amount of value, and I've set the stage for why I'm going to follow up and when I'm going to do it. So my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want, reflective listening. Okay, and I'm going to come back to this whole setup we just did with the follow-up with Liz in just a second. When you're in the conversation with them, you want to listen, write things down, and then say, what I've just heard you say was that XYZ. And they're going to be blown away, because a good conversation is where they do a lot of the talking and they know that they're heard, right? So you can also seed what you want them to say, okay? So when Liz talks about getting rid of toxins in the home, she says, you know, when I started doing this, I felt totally overwhelmed. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can't even tackle the cleaning supplies, the bathroom. Oh my gosh, getting my kids involved in this. So she put together a PDF, an infographic of the 7 areas to rid your home of toxins fast. So when she's in the conversation, she says, well, tell me, you know, what seems overwhelming to you about ridding toxins in your house? Here are the areas when I started, you know, cleaning supplies, bathroom, kids. And more often than not, 90% of the time, those people say one of those 3 things to her. And she knows that she's got this infographic, a tool already created, okay? And then she's put other areas like laundry, personal care, seasonal products, babies. So 9.5 times out of 10, they reflect back to her something's on her infographic, because she's seeded it and she's included all the other popular areas, right? So now when they say, well, this is the area that I worry about the most, she's like, oh, great, because you know what? I've got an infographic with a set of next steps attached to it, and number 2 on it was cleaning supplies, and that's what you just said, right? You're reflective listening, but she's seeding the conversation to get the right thing said that she's going to reflect back. Okay. Now, what's this 30% of time in sales? Overall, in sales, 30% of time is in developing content that can be shared. So when we talk about game plan and tools, that's why the guys there are holding on these tools, right? Because you need the right tools, right? So this is content. That little sticky note in the vial is content. The post that she put up on her site about sleep, that's content. When you're following up and you've got 7 different touch points to close a sale, I want you to have the right tools. And these are tons easier to put together if you're reaching out to your customer avatar. You're not trying to be everything to everybody, right? So she put together something for other crunchy Christian mamas. Okay? Very specific tools that she created. You create these once and you use them over and over and over again. So the 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead: something of value to offer. She had the blog post. She had the sample with the yellow sticky, the system on how to use it. She had the infographic. And then have the next follow-up in mind. If you don't know what the next follow-up is, then how are you going to create enough value that they want you to follow up, that they say, yes, please follow up again? So going back to the yellow sticky inside the package with the vial of the essential oil to help you sleep, right? I'm going to let you get that, and I'm going to have you use it for, and she shows you how to use it. Put the sticky right by your bedside table. Use it for 3 nights, and then I'm going to follow up again. I've got a few more things that I want to talk to you about and how you make it even better. She's like, oh, okay, well, so that follow-up is going to show me something even more. She just promised something of value. Have the next follow-up in mind. Schedule it out so you know what are the things that you can do to naturally take them through, not only using the product, getting used to the product, right? All the things that you want to do to go through the natural stages that you normally do to get them to close. Put together the tools that are right based on your business and your niche. These are examples. Now, how to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again, right? So every follow-up adds value, okay? Now look, you see what Mary did here? I have this little arrow here. The link to my diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. There's a reason why you're following up, right? You're adding value, okay? So she put together this diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook once, and she uses it all over the place. Okay, this post is one example of where she uses it. You need to have offers and free offers, right? Because free is less risk, right? So if as you're creating the relationship and following up and you've got free things to give them, get them involved in, then that's going to have it easier for them to say, yes, I want you to follow up with me again. I'm getting this free value, good stuff. Take the time to create these items well once, okay? And then you use them time and time and time again. So that's your game plan, all right? That's the tools. Now, here's what I want to do. Go to the screen here, see the 2 URLs, right? You want to go to the Practical Social Media URL to sign up for the Kickstart Pack or the Crush It Pack. Go to the Lead Closer URL to sign up for the free trial. Okay? And now what I want to do is I want to go over here and I want to start taking some of your questions. So start going, if you haven't already, start putting in some of your questions over there, right? Because I want to stick around here, right? I know there's a lot of questions. I can see lots of questions coming in and everything, okay? So do me a favor. Make sure you write down these URLs, okay? The Practical Social Media URL for the Kickstart Pack or the Crush It Pack, and the Lead Closer URL to go over and get your free trial on Lead Closer, okay? Over at leadcloser.com. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I want to make sure I'm going to go through. I'm not going to be able to answer everybody's question, I know right away. So let me just say that if your question doesn't get answered, okay, you can always send it in through email to customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. Customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com, and I guarantee you every single question will get answered, okay? All right, let me jump in here. Let's see. Vicki, which pack do we need to learn how to set up all the whole, Facebook automation, the chat bots and all that kind of stuff? So either pack, because both the Kickstart and the Crush It Pack have the same exact steps you go through, the fast track steps, okay? And setting all that up is in either. So whether the Kickstart or the Crush It Pack, either one, it's great. You can get in there and learn how to do all of that. Oh, I thought I saw the video went away. Okay, Melanie. I love this fan prospecting stuff, but will we get into the Facebook jail? Absolutely not. Especially like when we're talking about sending and getting those 6, accepted friend requests a day. Remember we talked about how it's really important to go in there and absolutely delete out the Facebook friend requests that aren't getting accepted. So we've never had anybody that's had a problem getting into Facebook jail with us. So don't worry about that, okay? Let's see over here. Sebastian, what is the monthly cost? So they're on the screens here, and I'm seeing other questions about cost and what comes with each different pack and everything. If you go to the Practical Social Media URL there on the screen, it'll again list out what you get in each of the packs. Okay, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Let's see. Maureen, can I use my current Facebook page where I have over 1,200 fans? So there's two schools of thought on this, okay? And the first one is, sure, go ahead and use it. No big deal, right? The second one is it's not going to have any of the fans that are in your niche, really, right? Unless you've been doing target marketing and practicing and only reaching out. But if you don't have your niche and there's 1,200 people that aren't in your niche, they're not going to engage with your niche content, right? And so therefore, the engagement's going to be lower that Facebook sees, and it's going to be less that they're going to put you out into the news feeds. So don't put that page, don't cancel that page, just put it on hold, okay? And start a new page. It's very easy to start a new page and start up just specifically for your niche, because we even want you to name your page based on your niche. There's a naming recommendation because the name is at the top of the newsfeed. It's at the top of what you see, as a user when you're scrolling through your newsfeed. A post that comes from your page, that's where it's right at the top. That should have stopping power in it. So there's things that we recommend in how you set up your page that's going to make it much more effective. So I would start a new page, and everybody goes, "Oop, I spent a lot of time and effort. That's 1,200 fans. That a lot of energy. It's like my baby." And like, you know what? What is going to help you do the fewest things to get the biggest results going forward, right? And that's the plan that we're talking about. So I would highly recommend you create a new Facebook page. Okay. All right. Let's see, Daniel. I can't remember what's in both packs. So again, go to the URL there. Let's see what comes in the Crush It pack, says Jessica. That's on that page with the URL there. Angie, I assume these people, autism mom, daycare provider, teacher, whatsoever the case, it doesn't matter what they're selling. The point is connecting. Absolutely. You completely nailed it on the head. You didn't have a relationship with your warm audience that you originally went out to, right? That had anything to do with the products or services with the corporate office, right? That you just had a relationship with them. That was the definition of your warm market. So what we're doing here is we're recreating a warm market over and over again from people you don't know. But we're creating that relationship automatically online because they look at you and they say, you get it, you understand it, you're an insider. That's that trust, that's that credibility, that's the never-ending warm market. So absolutely, you're just connecting with people that you're more than likely to have a strong relationship with right from the start, trust and credibility right from the start. So we're recreating the dynamic of that warm market, but we're doing it in a way that'll never end. So you totally nailed it. You totally nailed it. Let's see. Sharon, do you learn about the website in the Kickstart pack? Yep, absolutely. Step number 3 of the Fast Track steps is all about the website and getting that up. Let's see. Stella. I'm a Christian stay-at-home mom. Would that work? So we're going to tell you, absolutely, I think that's actually a very good start at a niche market. But we're going to have you go beyond very broad demographics. And there's a lot of Christians, right? And nobody's going to say, oh, you're a Christian woman? You're just like me, right? So we help you narrow it down, but still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people to reach on. So that's a good start. Okay, Stella? Let's see, Michelle, do you have to do this on a page or can you do it with a group? The chatbot, the automated technologies where you can send a message to somebody that just literally posts or comments on your post has to be a post on your Facebook page. Doesn't work on your personal profile or inside of groups. Has to be on your Facebook page. Let's see, Brittany, is there a one-time fee or is there a monthly fee? So all of that is there. The one-time fee is the $47 and the $147, and then there is a monthly fee for the university, $26.99 a month, and there is a monthly fee for the website service as well. And there's a monthly fee with Lead Closer too. That I think that's click over there and take a look. But there's a free trial for Lead Closer. Let's see that you can get 14 days free. Take a look at that. Brittany is, I just said that one. Joyce, after we sign up, what's the best way to get started? You literally go to the Fast Track steps in the university and go to step number 1. And we step you through it, right? That's why it's the Fast Track steps, okay? Let me see. Jennifer, I signed up for Lead Closer, and it's already brought in all of my page activity. So cool. So you've already gone over there and done the free trial. That's amazing. Yeah, isn't that cool how things are just like contacts are just flowing in there, smart scores and lists and priorities and are all just automatically happening in front of your eyes. That's great. I love the enthusiasm. See, Britt, another one about Lead Closer. Does Lead Closer work with my Facebook personal profile too, or groups? So I wish it did, right? As a third-party app developer, we use what's called API. It's a data pipe from Facebook. And there's certain information that Facebook allows and certain information that doesn't. So we can bring in contacts automatically from interactions from your Facebook page or ads, but we can't on your personal profile on Facebook or inside of groups. So, but all that activity that you're getting, right, that you're just writing down manually, put it into Lead Closer, right? It takes the same amount of time, less time. And in fact, we have people saying, I don't have to take my notebooks and notes everywhere with me and have it in my purse or on the car seat next to me, because Lead Closer worked great on your smartphone. So you just always have it, and you're interacting with somebody, just put it in, on the go, don't have to think about it. Schedule the next activity, move on, don't think about it. Okay, Holly, I know somebody that does targeted stuff for their business and rocks it. That's cool. So, I mean, it should, right? This is a marketing fundamental, 101 principle, right? That you do target marketing. So it makes perfect sense. Let me see. Group, page. I kind of answered that already. Sandra, I think I know my avatar, but I'm too scared to put it up here. Don't worry about it. You can put it up in the chat, no big deal, or you can send it to us if you join the university. We'll help you out with it. Let's see. Beth, how often can we ask questions once we join? Unlimited. There is absolutely no limit to the amount of questions that you can ask. All right, we're here, and we have never limited anybody. And believe me, we've had people take really big advantage of that, and I want you to, right? I want you to learn. I want you to get your questions answered. So I'm glad you asked that question. Peggy, how much time a day should I expect to invest? So all the successes you've seen here happen within the first 30 days. Okay, and I think that's extraordinarily realistic. Some happen a lot sooner. Sometimes it takes longer. The big factor here is, and like how much time it takes a day. Once you get the system up and running, right? Not very long at all. Like an hour a day, including all your follow-ups, okay? And that's creating, sometimes new content, but usually at the beginning, you're creating that content, the tool chest. It's going to take a little bit longer, right, to set it up. And some people know their niche, their avatar right away, and some people don't. So it takes a little bit longer or less, right, to set things up. But all the successes that I showed you there all happened within the first 30 days, all right? This is not long-term stuff. Yolanda, do we get all the bonuses right away? Yep. You logged into the university and you'll get an email, the link right directly to the bonuses. So you have access to everything that's in the university and all the bonuses right as soon as you sign up. Renee, will you really work with us directly? Yes, I will. You get that Crush It pack, and I will review individually your work. Every single step of the stage, as much as you want to share with me. I've been doing it for years, okay? So it's a really huge bonus. Like I said before, you can spend thousands of dollars on other trainings that aren't specifically for the direct sales industry. They don't specifically have everything that we're talking about, and specifically does not have where somebody's overseeing. And I'm the president of the university. I've worked with over 8,500 direct sellers. So I know what works and what doesn't. So if you want to fast track into your success, get the Crush It pack, and I'll work directly with you. Let's see. Moxie, are you sure anyone can do this? Absolutely. In fact, a lot of the people that join the university kind of do it as a last-ditch effort, right? Because they've been taking suggestions from, cross-line, up-line, everybody. They've run out of their warm market. They're kind of at a loss of what to do, and they're thinking about quitting the business, and they join here. So anybody can do this. At any level, you don't have to be a big marketer. You don't have to have a big technical background. You don't have to be a good blog writer. In fact, writing blog posts or your posts on your website is a very, very small part of what you're going to do. Okay, so yes, anybody can do this. Okay, let me take just a few more here. Let's see, Jody. Been playing around with Lead Closer. Love, 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 love it. Fantastic. Let's see here. Simon, how long until we get our websites? Okay, with the you get the Crush-It Pack, you get the website, so you get a website up immediately. But I would wait until you know who your target market niche is, because working on it without understanding who your niche is to design it so that it's a proof positive that you're there to serve your niche. Get it? So what I would do is and that's why it's step number 3 in our fast track steps, because we have you develop and validate, and we help you validate your niche market online, and then we have you write out what's called a brand strategy platform, and it makes you think through your niche and how you're going to help them in ways that you've never held yourself accountable to thinking before. We're going to get to those unmet emotional needs, right? Remember when we were talking the Harvard Business Review, the new science of customer emotions, and how those are the triggers to get customers and team members and everything like that. So step number 3 is when you're going to do the website. Good question. Let's see. I'll take one more. We've been going on for a little while here. I want to be respectful of your time. Laura, can I schedule all my follow-ups in Lead Closer? Absolutely. In fact, even if you don't have a Facebook page, right, this is a place that you put all of your follow-ups in. Remember, you got to mark your follow-ups somewhere, right? And you've got all this activity that's happening all around social media and everything. You've got, follow-ups that are happening in person, on phone, and text messages and emails. And how do you keep track of all of that? You put it all into Lead Closer, and then all those interactions are automatically triggered a smart score, right? So automatically all your leads are prioritized for you. You can search leads and get to specific people that, lists of people that you want to. It's a phenomenal thing. So yes, can I schedule all my follow-ups in Lead Closer? Absolutely. In fact, we have ways that allow you to do that really easily. You can even do windows inside of Lead Closer that pops up into your different social networks and different things. So you can do the activity right there, and then when you close the window, there's a little add commentary box that comes up. Load it in, boom, save, you're done. Simple stuff to do. All right, guys. So thank you so much for spending the time here. I hope that you, as somebody said, my eyes have been opened or something like that. I hope that you see that you've got a plan for your business. You've got hope in your business. You've got a way to have people coming to you. You have a way to make sense of the chaos of all the interactions that happen, right? You've got a follow-up plan, how people are excited to be followed up with, looking forward to your next follow-up. You are going to easily have so many more people, the right people, coming to you and converting them, so much more than you've ever had in your business before. So if I didn't get to one of your questions, just let me know. Send an email over to customerservice@practicalsocialmedia.com, and we'll make sure that we get your question answered, okay? And for anybody 15 minutes after we get off here that still goes and signs up at the university, we're going to give you that fast action bonus, the customer avatar guide. And don't forget the free trial over at leadcloser.com. All right? Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for spending the time with us here today.